Hello all and welcome back, it's InfernoKun here with my Walking Dead, the final season episode 4, titled Take Us Back Review. So pretty much, here are my thoughts and opinions regarding the episode and all of the above. There has been a bunch of community opinions regarding the episode, and I want to go ahead and put mine out and discuss to you guys about what I think of the episode. I did ask you guys your thoughts and opinions on the episode in a poll on my channel community section, so here are the results. I put 3 options. We have great, okay, and not great. Great is at 85%, okay is at 12%, and not great is at 2%. That one is very much surprising. I have seen a bunch of vocal opinions about the episode not being great and it probably ruining the whole final season in its entirety, and that seems to be a vocal minority. However, you all just may be a bit biased and love The Walking Dead no matter what. I'm not sure, you guys argue over that, but I do have 1.4k votes. That is my sample size here. So pretty much, I'll get into your comments later on in the video, but here are my thoughts and opinions about the episode, I usually would do my normal structure of story, characters, various things like that, choices, but to be honest, there wasn't really much of that in the episode. That might be a bad sign, but that is not the case for me. I think the episode is actually pretty great in my personal opinion, and I'll tell you why as of right now. I absolutely loved it. I'm not sure why, but there are a bunch of things wrong with, various like how it ended, We don't get a conclusion of what happened to Lily. Did she go back to the Delta? What happened there? What happens to James? Why aren't there multiple endings? Why wasn't Minerva fleshed out? Various things like that. Pretty much, they weren't really in detail. Episodes 1, 2, and 3 had plenty of detail about things that we wondered about. And episode 4 did not have that. However, I don't think that's a bad thing, Yeah, I would have loved to see the Delta and what happened to Lily and James, what happened to him, how Tim got his scar, and pretty much why aren't there multiple endings, various things like that. I would have loved to see, but I'm okay that it didn't happen. Look, how I think about it pretty much is Skybound Games, Telltale, they shut down in September. They completed episodes 1 and 2 and most of 3. And Skybound Games came in and saved episodes 3 and 4 to put them back in development, You look at it from a bigger perspective, the bigger picture. Skybound Games had a team of 25 people, the still not bitten team that came right from Telltale. Meanwhile, over at Telltale, they probably had approximately about 80 people over on the Walking Dead team. So that's a big distinction in terms of, actual resources to go ahead and complete this game. And also budget could possibly be a factor. Who knows? I could just be completely wrong. And this may have been the actual ending that was planned for the entire series, I don't know. It may have, but I don't think it was, I think they were planned to, go ahead and go more deeper into 10, Minerva, Lily, James, all of that in episode 4, and maybe even have multiple endings. I could be wrong, but I don't know, and that's what we have as of right now. But overall, I did think the episode had a bunch of great moments. The beginning was great, the moment in the cave, whether you have James there or just AJ and 10, and then going on to the bridge scene, which was the most magical part of the episode. Just a great episode filled with many different moments that were really, really awesome. I can't tell you about the bridge scene being so very awesome with Minerva coming in, the whole Walker scene. Everything was just really, really, really well made, animated, and made sense for the most part. I loved it. The episode was just really great. The music was on point. All of that was just really great. I don't know why, but it was just so memorable and just so awesome. As far as a conclusion, the follow-up on the Delta may not have happened, various things like that may not have happened, but the goal was to conclude Clementine's story, to go ahead and give her a proper ending, and this one was as proper as it could have got given the situation and of course the resources they had. It was definitely a really, really, really great episode. I did love the whole Clementine fake out. I was very, very mad, by the way, so You guys know that I am a huge proponent of not having Clementine die the exact same way that Lee did, and that was happening pretty much, and I was not very happy with that. But that fake out definitely got me there, okay? That was definitely really great of a fake out, and was definitely really awesome. You know, The Walking Dead is known to always have a bad ending, and this one was very different, a happy ending. And yeah, multiple endings would have been nice, but you know, I'm very content with a single ending. There were choices that did matter a bit as far as dialogue, just not to the point where it changed some very big things. Pretty much everything you taught AJ doesn't really matter as far as affecting him at the end, but the only one that matters pretty much as far as choice does is to go ahead and trust AJ to go ahead and make the hard calls, and that leads to either Ten, Lewis, or Violet dying at the bridge scene. Other than that, there aren't really many big choices that affect the scene or the actual episode, and that can be viewed as very misleading and bad for some cases. And I think that, of course, going back to the whole dev time, okay, thinking about multiple endings here, you have basically, let's say you have around 5 endings, okay, you pretty much have to animate 5 different endings for each one of them, okay? Think about it like this, okay? Telltale, they had 80 people, and they made episodes 1 and 2. Those were 2-hour episodes, of course, and 3 as well. Those were 2-hour episodes. You want a team of 25 people to do what Telltale did with 80 people and then some. That's a bunch of work and not very realistic. So I think that is very unfortunate that we didn't get to have Telltale finish out the original plan, what may have happened, but pretty much the ending we got, the episode we got, I'm okay with it. I'm glad it happened, and you know, people say, oh, I wish we would have ended off with episode 2. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, to be honest. I'm glad it finished, to be honest. I'm glad it finished in any way possible. It finished, it happened, and it finished. Clementine got her conclusion to her story. It may not have been multiple endings, it may not have been the most conclusive as far as, you know, various different things going on with Lily, James, Krista, all of that. But at least it was a conclusion that was well animated, well wrote, and very beautiful in design and the music, okay? I'm very happy with the episode. I did enjoy it. I would have loved to see more Lily, more James, more Krista, all of that. I would have loved to see it, but of course, things happen. Telltale shut down, and that's unfortunate for that matter. So let's go ahead and go into some comments as far as the poll I put out. I'm gonna go into picking about, I'd say about 10 to 5 or 10 comments. We have Thomas Heaton saying, when Telltale said that the ending was going to satisfy everyone, I didn't believe them. It was so great that I think getting over it won't be as hard as I thought. Yeah, so, you know, it was very just like a good ending, like a happy ending, and it was a great ending. We have Clementine actually surviving, you know. It isn't the same as Lee. Lee died, Clementine did not die at the end. That's different. It's not as hard. The big fact of it is like getting over that it's gone. This is her last story, and that's it. That's the hard part. We have Paige Ellis saying, it's kind of upsetting, honestly. They should have had Clementine die if you didn't trust AJ to make the right calls in the episode, and have 2 alternative ends, one where she dies and one where she lives. That being said, that would have been awesome, but I think it came down to limited time, limited money, limited, you know, actual just things as far as getting that done in a great manner. Who knows? I could be wrong. Maybe they want to go ahead and not have multiple endings. I have no clue, all speculation here. We have Tic Tac saying, you know, Skybound kind of left us in a place that is full of questions. If you did the Richmond ending, where is Kenny? What happened to Krista, Molly, to Lily? If she survives, we can never know. Maybe they'll do another season? Pretty much, I think that is pretty much the case here, you know. There are a bunch of questions. A season 5? Who knows? I mean, I think that it opens up more of a not Clementine type thing where we have different stories about different people who were in Clementine's story, like a DLC about Lily if she survives, and James or Krista, various things like that. just not involving Clementine, but these other people who could have survived, okay? Comment from Summer saying, I just wanted another Lee moment. I definitely agree there. There should have been a second Lee dream or whatever. Maybe even just switch around the whole McCarroll Ranch scene, put that in episode 3, and put the Lee scene in episode 4. That would have been awesome. But, you know, maybe even having like 2 of them, that would have been awesome. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. I would have loved to see Lee a second time, you know, when Clementine was, you know, dying. But that's the case there. Comment from Full House Freak saying the episode was meh, but the ending made up for it. It was awesome. Yeah, I can definitely see that. That ending was just like so good, you know, thinking that she's actually dead and then seeing her come back was like magical in a way. You're like wondering, man, she's actually alive. That was definitely really good in my opinion, and you know, for some people I can see why it makes the episode for them. It's definitely really great. Let's go ahead and see some more. I'm seeing, you know, other ones that are like, trying to find some ones that are kind of negative. I'd say it was serviceable. No Time Left and No Going Back were better. I'm not sure. In a way, I can definitely understand No Time Left, but No Going Back is one that I think that was, of course, really great, but I feel like the actual conclusive manner of Take Us Back was just really great in my opinion. I'm not sure. But as far as that goes, those were all the comments that I made. Oh yeah, this one's actually really important here. So this one's coming from Little Like If You Agree. He say they broke the rules so many times, not great. I'm not sure what you mean about that, but I think that you guys mean that, or you mean that, you know, Clementine actually being a walker, like not being a walker, but having her all like sickly in the face in the actual Clementine death barn scene, okay? That can be, I can understand that. You might be reaching a little bit, I don't know. Yeah, she did look very sick, like she was turning. She did. But I didn't think much about it and thought, okay, maybe like, you know, okay, she got axed in the leg that could have, you know, she lost a little bit of blood. She might have gone a little bit sickly in the face. That could have been, of course, her chest stabbing, and of course, her getting cut in the leg. Yeah, that can definitely make her look a bit sickly, but her looking like that, it may have been a little bit of a miss moment there, and I'm not sure. People are really mad about that. I've seen some people who say, like, what the fuck? Why is Clementine looking all sickly and 1 second she's a-okay afterwards? Okay, I can understand that, but for me, I don't think it's like that much of a big deal, okay? If they wanted to, they can go ahead and do a quick patch-a-rooney and be like, okay, her skin is now perfectly fine, but that was definitely needed to go ahead and trick us and to have us think that she's actually dying and turning. Yeah, it's a bit of a dick move, but it was still nice, okay? Not sure how you guys feel about that, who knows, but that concludes my review of episode 4. Thank you all for commenting in my poll and voting in my poll, and tell me what you guys think about it as well, for those of you who did not comment in the poll. I definitely want to see everyone's thoughts and opinions on the episode, because personally, I think it was a great one. I'd probably give it maybe a 9 out of 10. Giving it a 10 doesn't really feel right, even though I really want to for some reason. Maybe a 9.5, because I thought it was still great, although it did not wrap up Lily, Krista, you know, more characters having like big backstories or big details about them. Yeah, it didn't have any of those, but overall, as a conclusive ending, I probably give it a 9.5. It was definitely really good and managed to entertain me as far as that goes. So thank you all for watching. Look out for some little bit of videos. I still have pretty much my Let's Talk What Happens After video, and of course my interview with the voice of Lily pretty much coming as well. And lastly, my funny moments. Look out for that. Thank you all for watching. Go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you guys have enjoyed, and subscribe for more awesome content on the channel. I'm InfernoKun. I'll catch you guys next time. I'm out.